It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. And we are underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Baker now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. His first throw is an interception. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Chiefs get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Finds his man Rice. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Give to Williams from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jets are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Quick throw left side, complete. And in, touchdown, New York. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds his man. It's Worthy. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Big gain downfield. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Working inside the red zone. Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They start the drive with Hall. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Man in motion here. First down, here's Baker. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Slot man motioned over. 2nd down, Mayfield to pass. Caught out left. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. He finds space for a few yards that time. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. From the gun, Mayfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Will McDonald there on the tackle. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Tight end going in motion here. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Pass complete, 2-2 Atwell. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Here's 2nd and 11. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job 1 of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw, Mahomes. This throw is caught. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Has it in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Wildcard to try the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 10 now. He's got a man left. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Chiefs have Xavier Worthy out for the return. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Up the gut they go with Williams. Up to the races, middle of the field. Cuts it right side, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down. A give left side for Hall. And they'll stop him after he rolls downhill to the 32. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. They give to Hall now on the option. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Baker now from the gun. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
To the air, 3rd and long. Called in left side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway, a spot in the divisional round on the line. He fields it from the 8. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Third and just 2 to go. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
They send the tight end in motion. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. They send a tight end in motion. On second down, a run with Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll run it here on third down. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. He gets him 7. That brings up fourth down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the game stays at 11.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
They start the half with a give to Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
The Jets take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Mayfield now from the gun. Hall there to haul it in. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down. From the gun, it's Hall. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming, Baker. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Got Williams, and it's complete. A lot of grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On target to Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run. This is Williams. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hits him on the out route. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Chiefs football, just 1 quarter away from a postseason victory. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Going for it, it's Williams. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They stay on the ground with Williams. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18. Butker on now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. From the gun, Mayfield. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Working quickly here. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Baker now off the play fake. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. They get it right back. That's intercepted. That is Marcus Jones. And the Chiefs take possession of the football at their own 20 after the turnover. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. This is hauled in by Atwell. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And it's a nickel look from the Jets, 3rd down. Motioning the tight end now. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Williams. Oh, he lost the football! And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 11. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Jets down by a very unlucky 13. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Here's Baker. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing again is Baker. That throw finds Conklin. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Jets now within 1 score in the 4th. Breece Hall with the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.